why thinking you're the main character is ruining your life. When I was working at the university, I was working with over 200 students over my 3 years there, and something that I found was a common problem and obstacle that all of us had to deal with was finding out that we're not the main character. We are in some ways, but it's not helpful to view it that way all the time. We put so much pressure on ourselves. We want to be the person we dream of being today. We think it's all about ourselves, and it's incredibly selfish. It's important to do that because you need to become effective, you need to become competent, you need to become kind, you need to know how to treat people. And so yes, we do need to focus on ourselves quite a bit, but that over the long term, I don't think actually leads to success. The way I define success is seeing that other people are improving because of your impact on them, having done work, having invested in people so they are better off and better prepared to accomplish their goals. It's the servant leadership thing in higher ed. They talk about it all the time. The university motto of our school was the measure of a life is its service. And there's a thing in service that the person offering the service, the person helping, the person giving back is actually the person that receives the most, because you feel important, you feel valued, you feel like your life, your presence mattered in that moment. But yet the way that we approach our lives, and not all the time, but in the moments that we're isolated, in the moments that we're by ourselves, in the moments that we're doubting ourselves, everything is about us. And I know it's not appealing to understand that the most fulfilling part of our lives is being a side character to somebody else's main journey, but I think that's what success is. I think it's helping other people along the journey so they can accomplish their goal, and you being there, you encouraging them when no one else was there, you being an outlet to let their crazy ideas, to let their crazy dreams, to strategize with, to brainstorm, to remind them that, no, you have this. It might take longer than we expect, but that's also why we want teammates. Success is not an individual sport. It was never designed that way. We're designed for each other. Our phones can lead us to live in a world that isn't even real. It forces us to live in a world that is who is the loudest, who's the most intriguing, who's the most controversial. It's these heightened levels of emotional states that get the most engagement, but that's not the way the world is. The world is fairly mundane day to day. It's a fairly routine thing. And so success isn't that difficult if you know how to get there. It's a challenge to know how to get there and to know how to get there in your own way. But once you get there, you know how to maintain there. And so getting there definitely is a big part of the journey. But I remember a Kendrick Lamar song where he was having a conversation with Dr. Dre, and Dr. Dre said something along the lines of, getting success isn't the hard part. Keeping it is. And I think it's similar to everything. If you help one person succeed and now that person has succeeded, it's great. And it's an incredible journey that y'all can embark on and reflect on, but also we still have a lot of life left. So the next thing is, okay, how many more people can we help? Or can we become effective by helping other people look out for each other and almost developing this culture of team success? Most sports, it's the coming together to win a championship as a team, knowing that everyone has a role to play. And yes, in our life, we are the main character. And so yes, the title is a bit of play on words, that because our life is the only one that we can control wholeheartedly and focus on the things that we can control in our life. But success is not an individual sport. One of the in Maslow's hierarchy, right? Like I think the second or third tier after survival is sense of belonging and community. We need each other. And so thinking that the world revolves around you, thinking that the world really cares about what you do and how you are living, and even ourselves putting that pressure of needing to be this person, needing to live up to this ideal. It's great to lead to effectiveness, but again, I don't think that's what leads us to become addicted to our phones. I don't think that's what causes us to be addicted to social media, to drama, to intrigue, to jealousy, to envy. There's elements of general gentleness and kindness and emotional maturity that thinking that we are the main character lacks. And maybe it's me reflecting on, I guess, conversations that I wish I could have had with different mentors that I've had. There's always been this undertone of care, but also of standards and balancing the standards while being human and understanding that we may never live up to our standards, or once we accomplish and meet those standards, we'll move the standards so the goalpost keeps moving. And it's fair. I understand why we do it. I know it's helpful and it makes us great. And they say winning cures all. But great teams, I think, do more than just win. Dynasties, they celebrate everyone's role. They celebrate the contributions that everyone has in it. And yes, we are the main characters, and we will celebrate our coaches. We will celebrate our teammates. But I think it's also helpful for us to remember that we're in someone else's championship run. We are their teammate. We're the equipment manager. We're a fan, the importance of being someone's fan, the importance of being someone's equipment manager, the importance of being someone's coach at times, being someone's mirror and saying, man, I hope you're doing okay. Because the way you're talking, the way you've been thinking isn't the person that I really knew, and maybe it's something you're going through, but I hope you're doing okay. Maybe even being able to be a reflection that can remind someone of who we knew them to be. And if we change and we're different, absolutely. That's fair. Everyone has a right to change, to adapt, to become truer to who they are, or because of circumstances. Trauma's a thing. And so we deal with experiences, we adapt, and we develop survival skills. But as people, we can always reflect and make sure that the people that we care about are on their journey and that we play our role within their journey. They are the main character and we have a supporting role. We are the main characters in our life, but remembering it's not just our life. And if we succeed in our life, it's actually not success until we know the people around us are also enjoying and living the life that they want to. And in anything you do, whether it's the art that you create, the music that you make, the job that you have, your role is leading a team, learning to play our role, and understanding that we should be the best role players that we can be in our life and being the star and accomplishing all our goals, while at the same time trying to be the best role player that we can be in other people's lives, being the equipment manager, being the fan, being the coach, being a mirror. I think it leads to us playing a better team game. What do you think? Does this reflect your own experience? Let me know in the comments. And if you watch the whole video, you might as well like the episode and subscribe to the channel. And as always, thanks for listening.